A bit of a painstaking job here. I'm just shelling peas to give to Nelly. Help her digestion, and it does take a while but it should help her. Should help her digestive system, clear it out a bit really if I can get her to eat them. Just getting the shells off them so that she gets the centre of the pea basically. It will clear her out if that's a problem. I don't know that it's a problem, but if she had dropsy she's cleared up quick really. I'm not so sure that it was. So I'm looking at other roots now. So we'll give her these and see how it goes. Don't know whether I can get her to eat them. I'm not going to feed her so that she's looking for food. She was up and about and really lively yesterday, but today she's gone a bit quiet again. But we'll keep trying. It does take ages, this does. But there you go. It'll be good for her if I can get her to eat it. That's the big question. See if we can get just a bit of this down her. I'll put plenty in. She can eat as much of this as she likes. It won't hurt her. It'll clear her out. I think that should do. I'll get that in and we'll see if we can get her to eat it. Keep your fingers crossed. It is a bit of a job. But there you go, it don't matter, does it? Okay, we'll call that it. I'll see if I can get some of these into her. Hopefully we can, because it won't do any harm, it'll only do her good. So we'll see how it goes. Well guys, I was a bit worried yesterday. Nelly spent the whole of the day on the bottom up this end. But today, she's been up and down the tank like a madman. I can't believe it. She's a totally different fish today. I really don't know what's got into her. But yesterday I was really worried. She didn't move, she didn't eat much at all. She's had a little bit of grub this morning. I'm not letting her have too much because we still don't quite know what it is. But she's up and down, I can't believe it. Totally different fish. All she wanted to do yesterday is, like I say, sit on the bottom and do nothing. Her whole sail, well, I call it the sail, dorsal fin was down flat. That's been flicking up and down today. She's well happy. She's up and down the tank looking for food. It's really good to see. I wish she'd eat them blooming peas off the bottom. I think she's had some, which has probably helped her out. So if she's a little bit constipated, it should shift her if we can get some peas down her. There's still some on the bottom, but I did put quite a few in, so I'm sure she's had some. But like I say, she's not still at all today. Totally different fish altogether. Up and down the tank, absolutely brilliant to see. I have to say I got a bit worried yesterday and was really wondering what I was going to see when I come down this morning. Couldn't believe my eyes. But there you go, just thought I'd give you a quick update on Nell, see how she's doing. And today she's really good. She's really going great guns today. What I'm doing here is I'm just doing a bit of a water test. This is Nelly's tank and this is the pond, and as you can see we're showing no ammonia whatsoever, nice and yellow. A hint, but it is barely a hint, of nitrite, so nothing to worry about there, but I am showing a bit of nitrite in Nelly's tank, so a bit of a water change is definitely due there, and a little bit of nitrate, but you'll always see a bit of nitrate. As I said before, the moving bed is always turning nitrate out, so you're going to see a little bit of that, but not too bad at all. We've got no ammonia, very tiny hint of nitrite in the pond, but there was fed first thing this morning. They've had some feed, so that could have probably caused that, but I'm not worried about that at all. And the nitrate, we are showing nitrate, so I might miss a feed just to let the filter system pull that down a bit. They have had quite a bit to eat just lately, so I might just let that thin out a bit and drop off, but nothing drastic apart from Nelly's tank. The nitrite in Nelly's tank, which is this one, is showing, so I'm going to go down and do a bit of a water change on that, but apart from that, not too bad. Well, good morning everybody. And what a torrential day we had yesterday. we got that storm. The wind was atrocious. I don't think we've suffered any real damage. I've got quite a bit of clearing up to do around the garden. I have actually got Nelly back in the pond. Where she is I'm not sure, but she's swimming around looking alright. She doesn't seem to be eating at the moment for some reason, and she was when she was in the actual quarantine tank. So why she's not eating I'm not sure. She did look well, and the reason that I've put her back in the pond is because she started to get a bit irritated. She jumped up several times trying to jump out, but thank goodness I had the net on. So she only hit the net and dropped back in, but what a good job I had that on. She was looking good, so I thought it was probably best I'll get her back in the pond. So we put her back in there. I have salted my pond a little bit, but I do run a little bit in the pond, not too much, but I've just upped it a bit. Now she's gone back in there just to help her out, but she's back in the pond and everything seems okay at the moment. Like I say, we had one heck of a storm here yesterday, and it's lovely sunshine today. Little breeze, nothing much. My lilies have all gone down the other end of the pond again. I shall have to fetch them back. They've all gone down the other end. The lily this end come to nothing this year at all. That's it there. The big leaves are from the other one. I mean, all you can see there's some manky leaves there. That is off this lily. But the rest and everything you see there now is just one lily. It's come massive this year. So I might take this one out down here. I might take that out this year, give up on that one, and just run the one lily in the pond. But if we're getting that many leaves, there's going to be a few kernels on it. A lot of people say, how do you manage to keep lilies in your pond with koi? Now if you notice the leaves on this lily, this end, that's the leaves on them. If you look at them, they've been eaten. The koi has pulled them to pieces basically. That's why this lily's not come to much, I suppose. But if you look at the leaves on that lily there, they're untouched. The koi haven't touched that at all. Now I am presuming it is the type of lily that's doing that. Now please don't ask me what type of lily it is, because I haven't got a clue. I've had that lily, oh crikey, years now, and what it is I really don't know. If you could find out what that is, I mean if you look at these leaves around here, they're all intact, untouched. The koi haven't touched them at all. So I think it's the type of lily that they don't touch. If we could only find out what type of lily that is, if I do find out I'll let you all know, but I have no idea. Like I say, I've had it years, so I really don't know. I might whip it out this year and see how many kernels we've got on it. Thin it out a bit because it's coming massive. That basket must be absolutely jam-packed in there. But yeah, Nelly's back in the pond. We got a size down, the size was back to normal. The scales have all gone back down, so we're just hoping she sorts herself out in there. I haven't seen her eating yet, which is bothering me a little bit. I would like to see her come up and get something to eat. We'll see how she goes. I'll keep my eye on her. And there we go. A good clear up, a good tidy up. The leaves have gone and the winds are blowing. But everything's back to normal now. We're all tidied up. So that's a good job done. The wife will be happy. Looks like these are wanting some food. So I better get them something to eat. And I'm going to call that it for today. That'll do me. Well, good morning everybody. The weather we've had in the past week has been absolutely, well over a week now, absolutely atrocious. We've had 50-mile-an-hour winds, we've had rain. We've had rain for the past 24 more hours. It's just impossible to do anything outside. And what I'm actually doing is trying to sort out what YouTube's done to our videos. They've just deemed it sensible to put adverts every 5 minutes through them, I don't think there's anything worse than that to spoil the user experience. It's absolutely ridiculous. Doing future videos is fine, you can disable that as you upload your video, but it's all in the past videos. Every video I've got has just got adverts, 3 or 4 adverts in the middle of it, and I really don't like that. I think that's a bad move on YouTube's behalf. They should have left it so it was voluntary. If you want in video ads, well then you check the box. If you don't, you leave it empty. They've deemed it to just put them in our videos anyway, and it's us that's got to go back through them all to remove it, and you've got to do it on each individual video that you've done in the past. I don't see why you guys should have to put up with that. I don't like them. I don't like in-ad videos. I think it really spoils watching a video. So that's what I'm spending my time at the moment with. I do apologise, but I will try to get them removed. You can actually see here by the field next door the amount of rain we've had. It's absolutely a bog over there, which, to be quite honest, is a good thing as far as I'm concerned. All that dust we got over the fence, I'm really pleased to see all that water on that field. That's made my day. But there you go. Anyway, I'll get these ads removed as soon as I can for you guys. Okay guys, we're in the field house and I just wanted to show you this. Now we're getting no sun and the weather's pretty bad. That is the amount of skimming I'm getting in a day. It's nearly filling, well, it's 3/4 full, that bucket. It is really taking the rubbish out of that pond. It is working exceptionally well, and it's working all day as well. Whereas we used to get the sun in the day, and it really virtually stopped working through the day, worked through the night, but since the sun's gone, wow, I'm getting about 3/4 of a bucket of waste through that skimmer a day. That is the rubbish it's taken out of the pond. There we go, that's got all the skimmer clean out, skimmer bucket. It really wants a good scrub out. I really will have to get round to that. But that's got the bucket emptied and we're okay for another day. As you can actually see, the actual skimmer does need a cleaner, so I might whip that top off and get that cleaned out. But I have been asked when I'm going to release plans for this skimmer. Unfortunately, I had one of my storage hard drives play up and go wrong, and it destroyed my operating system, my Windows 10, and the whole computer went down. I had to start again, start afresh, reinstall Windows and get everything up and running, and it was a bit of a catastrophe really, because on the C drive was the actual, all the drawings and the write-up for this skimmer. So unfortunately I've lost the lot. Now I have started again, I'm redrawing everything, and I've lost several videos of the build, which is something I can't replace. That'll teach me to keep things on the C drive, won't it? But there you go, I have lost them, but I am working on it. I do promise I'll try to get something out as soon as I can. I am working on the drawings, doing it all again, redrawing it and trying to write the plans up for it. So I will do that so that you guys, if you want, those who's interested, can actually build yourself one. So I am working on it guys, it's just a matter of when I get it all redone. You can tell the weather here has not been up to much when you look at the pond temp. We're down to 16 degrees. So the temperature's come right out of the pond when you think we was up to 23. So that just goes to show what sort of weather we've had. Now I have been asked what I actually feed my koi, and this is the food shelf along here. This is what I've got. I've got so many different koi foods because I like to give them a change. I do like to vary their diet as much as possible because it means happy koi. If they're on the same thing, it's like you having roast beef and Yorkshire pudding every day of your life. You'd soon get sick of it. So from here, this is where I usually keep my mealworms. I haven't got any at the minute, they're having a break from them. but that's their treat, that's the mealworms. Here I've got some sinking food, just to give them a bit of a change, so they have to get it off the bottom instead of the top of the pond. I've got some of that, that's the Queenie koi sinking food. And then we have the Nishi koi food. They probably get more of that than anything, because it's not a growth food or anything like that, it's just normal koi food. Then we have the EA growth food. They get a little bit of that now and again, that's the Evolution Aqua one. And then Queenie again, the Japan mix. I mix this with some of that when I feed them, or this with some of that when I feed them. But that is their main food that they get, and that's what I feed my koi on. But they also get a round of brown bread now and again, and some sweet corn, little things. As you know, they'll get a few prawns now and again if we've got some left. Shrimps they get now and again. I do like to vary their diet as much as possible, really. But that's what I'm feeding my koi. For those that wanted to know, that's what I do actually feed my koi. Then up top we've got the medicine shelf. I've got all my bits and pieces along there. I've got my water testing kit. I've got some clover leaf there, but I haven't used that in quite a while now. We did have to use it at the start of the season because algae, as everybody had a problem with I think this year, has been a bit of bother, but I haven't had to use it since. But that's my koi food. Well guys, from a very dark and dank, miserable, wet South Lincolnshire, all it leaves me to say is thanks for watching. You all take care and stay safe, and happy ponding.